My name is Angel Lateral, and when it comes to practicing law, I resonate with the human spirit just as much as the judicial system. This isn't your typical business legal advice show, and I'm not your typical lawyer. As an attorney, I have over 16 years of legal experience in the areas of business law and estate planning. As a project manager, I love building and nurturing systems that work. And as a certified guide in the lineage of King Solomon, transformation consultant, and practicing Buddhist, I know this all starts with a healthy mindset. Welcome to the Laws of Abundance podcast. Legal advice from an angel. I'm your host, Angel Lateral. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. Viktor Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning. From June 11th to September 2nd of this year, I'm essentially on the road. June in Minnesota for Modern Mystery School international programs to learn how to teach new classes, to recertify as a life activation practitioner, and to study hermetic astrology and learn new healing modalities. July, I will spend in Michigan to visit family, and then I have 2 vacations scheduled in New Mexico and Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. For me, this massive amount of travel, with the ability to take my career with me as I go, doing my job from the road, is the epitome of freedom and independence. I'm completely free as I make my own schedule, money, and decisions with regards to time, when I used to have to bargain for time. The Sunday after this podcast posts is the 4th of July. U.S. Independence Day, and throughout the country we are opening up to be a post-COVID world, as in post-lockdown. COVID will likely be with us for a very long time. In light of this, I'm here thinking about what true freedom and independence really are, and how understanding that is a key to unlocking abundance in our life. As I write this, I'm on day 4 of 10 days of classes, deeply ensconced in metaphysical topics. Yet we learn very practical things like responsibility equals simply the ability to respond, i.e., to be a responsible person is a person who is capable of doing something about the thing where a response is required. As in, if I am responsible for something, I have the ability to change it. And free will. Free will always exists. Even if we're facing 2 icky choices, we will still always have a choice. And even if you're in a situation where your court ordered to do something, you always have a choice about how you choose to react to that thing you are ordered to do. You can choose to be angry about it, or choose to find the opportunity in it, or even choose to face the thing with enjoyment. We always have a choice, even if the only choice we have is how we react to the stimulus, situation, or challenge presented. Many stories of surviving harrowing experiences of things even as awful as Nazi concentration camps prove this principle again and again. It is the individual's human choice on how to react and be in the moment that impacts their experience. When I spend time studying magic and metaphysics, I'm reminded how much our own mind can free us or keep us enslaved. How much our subconscious patterns can keep us imprisoned and unaware of the box we have put ourselves in. I mentioned briefly in my podcast last week that I spent 15 years in a job I only liked 50% of the time, primarily because I believed I could not do better for myself. I believed I could not bring in the clients I needed to do well as a lawyer or as a healer and a guide to be financially independent. I believed I could not bring in the clients I needed to do well as a lawyer or as a healer and guide to be a financially independent businesswoman who made her own schedule. I made my own prison with my thoughts, and the stress I created for myself in the process was almost unbearable at times. But it was finally my choice to change my narrative and just step out and put my law degree to full use, full time, in a way that served me and my clients. Just as it's my choice to serve humanity publicly by providing tools from an ancient spiritual lineage that help us tap into our true self, our life purpose, and actualize our joy. I have learned how to live my passion, and I choose to share this with others. If someone judges me for using alternative methods, that's their choice. I am still happy to sit completely fulfilled and show them how to do it. These things are all part of true freedom and independence. Choosing to invest in ourselves, choosing to take responsibility for those things we can influence in our lives, choosing love over judgment, choosing to invest in yourself so you can have more time, money, and energy, ultimately, for those we love. There's an epidemic of victim and anxiety in the world today. Anxiety comes from stress and stuckness, the belief that you don't have the power, ability, or responsibility to change your situation. But it's rare, actually, that someone has no ability to respond. And in all situations, we have a choice in how we react to that which faces us. So today's law of abundance is an examination of true freedom. If we are willing to look at ourselves, tell ourselves the truth about our patterns and our choices, our ability to choose our reactions, not be a victim to our own unwillingness to take responsibility for our reactions to things, or our lack of reactions to stressors or cause and effect in our lives, we can see how free or unfree we might truly be. So much wasted energy goes into anger and anxiety against things that if we just choose to react differently, wouldn't even be a thing. Further, if we embraced responsibility for our life, aka the ability to respond, so much opens up for us. We leave the passenger seat and we become the driver. We stop being an extra on the set and become the director. We change the narrative to superhero of our own life versus bystander. We give ourselves the ability to respond when we take responsibility and then start creating our reality with clear thoughts and actions. Then with this ability to respond, we choose. And when we choose and when we are free, we are capable of independence from attachment to circumstance and other people's actions. We don't have to shame, blame, or be victims because we are completely free to choose our reaction, our response, thus freeing so much energy to be a creator. And when you have more energy to create, you can start putting it towards your passions and start living your life from a place of authenticity, integrity, and joy. There, you will feel the flow and abundance will come in with it because you have removed constriction and the belief that you do not have the power or freedom to choose. With that, happy True Independence Day, y'all. The day you start recognizing choice in all aspects of your life. Thank you for allowing me to help you prosper. If you like this podcast, please review and subscribe. You can find out more about me at laterallaw.com/Laws of Abundance podcast. I'm your host, Angel Lateral, and I can help with that.